हेलो एवरीवन, गुड इवनिंग। कैसे हो आप लोग? मेरा ऑडियो वीडियो क्लियर है? फटाफट बता दो, फिर स्टार्ट करते हैं सेशन। क्विकली लेट मी नो इफ माय ऑडियो वीडियो इज क्लियर। क्विकली। बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग सेशन होने वाला है। ओके, वी विल टॉक अबाउट मैनी थिंग्स, नॉट जस्ट रिविजन, वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट मैनी थिंग्स। ओके, वेरी नाइस। मोमिता, गुड इवनिंग, हाउ आर यू? जल्दी से जो लोग हैं हाई करके मुझे बता दो कौन कौन है। ठीक है, स्टार्ट करते हैं। गेट इज 4 months लेफ्ट, राइट? September is almost over. October, November, December and Jan. So what should be the right strategy that you should follow from now on? From today itself, what should be your strategy? How to prepare for new subjects, how to revise for subjects that you have already prepared. क्या होना चाहिए, किस तरह से प्लान करना चाहिए, नोट्स कैसे बनाने चाहिए, शॉर्ट नोट्स कैसे बनाने चाहिए. We will discuss about everything. We will discuss about everything. Okay? Chalo. Quick announcements, guys. As I said that we have so many things. We come on YouTube very rarely, but on app we are very frequent with your revision sessions, free sessions, workshop, scholarship test. So if you are on app, it will be easy for you to access that information. Okay, so what you can do, you can download the app. Download the app by using this QR code. Now, second thing is, these are my free sessions on app. Okay, we will start heat transfer from Monday, heat transfer, and complete heat transfer we will revise from Monday in next 2-3 weeks. How can you access those lectures? Download the app. Download the app by scanning this QR code, or you can click on this link. I mean, maybe just type this link, small link. Okay, just type this link. Okay, also if you are at the very beginning of your preparation and you want us to help you, then we have started vision batch. Whenever the new batch is starting, you can call on this number. And ask them. Okay, and if you want to join the existing batches, what is going on, how will you be able to cover the rest of the subjects? So whatever you want, you will get all the information. Kaushik, abhi we have enough time. You do not want to skip any subjects. But still, if you want me to tell you, then the first topic I would suggest is machine design and applied thermodynamics. Not complete applied thermodynamics. I would say IC engine especially. Okay, IC engine and IC engine and RAC maybe. Okay, so what is this number? 9241333666. Okay, but abhi you have enough time. Do not think about skipping any subject as of now. We will be talking about in very detail how you can cover your new subjects at the same time, how you can revise. Daily revision, weekly revision, short notes, we will be discussing everything in next 35 to 40 minutes. Okay, and guys, this is the community for you that we are building. Okay, everyone is just like you, preparing for the same exam, GATE and ESE 2024. How you can be a part of this community? Join these Telegram groups. Okay, this is common group for all the faculties. Everyone is there. Chandrasekhar sir is there. I am there. Suraj sir is there. Dheeraj sir is there. Everyone is there. You can join this group. If you want to connect with me directly, then either you can search this or you can scan the QR code. So more than 1000 members are there at this point of time. Okay, so quickly hurry and join this Telegram group. I am very active. Reply for all the doubts, any doubt, generic doubt about form filling, about PSUs, about technical doubts, whatever you have, I am always there. Okay, and I upload my schedule there. You will get my PPTs from there. So basically that is the only mode of communication between us. Okay, chalo. I will give you a brief introduction about me and then we will start the session. I have 6+ years of teaching experience. I have done my MTech from IIT Kharagpur and MSc from Politecnico di Milano. 3.5 years of industry and research experience. Few research publications, national as well as international. and my area of expertise is basic and applied thermodynamics. I think if you are following me, you already know this. These are for the people who do not know me. Okay, chalo. Ab whoever is there in the session, I want everyone to be a part of session. Let me ask you a few questions. Answer those questions so that I will know what is your mood, at what level you are. Okay, chalo. Let's start. Let's start the session. Let's start the session. Now, guys, answer in yes or no. Answer in yes or no. Are you preparing for GATE 2024? Are you preparing for GATE 2024? Yes or no? Yes. If the answer is yes, then I am hoping that you have covered around 30 to 50% of your syllabus. That is the ideal situation. If you have covered less, very good, Ronaldo. So I want everyone to answer. Please, this should be an interactive session. It is not a technical session, okay? Although technical sessions should be more interactive, you should answer for, whatever I am saying, or if we are solving questions. But this should be more interactive because it is general session and everyone from any branch can join this. Okay, chalo. So the ideal situation is that you have completed your 30 to 50% of your syllabus. If you have done more, very good. But if you have done 30 to 50, that means you are at the ideal state. That means you are at the perfect state at this point of time in your GATE 2024 journey. Okay. So if your answer is yes, even if answer is no, the thing is you need to give more time. You need to give more time. That's all, nothing else. Okay. Not that you will not be able to prepare for GATE 2024. No, you will be, but you will need to give extra time and effort for your GATE 2024 rather compared to someone who has completed this much syllabus. Okay. And the problem is that you want to cover rest of your syllabus, but you do not get enough time. You do not know how to distribute your time between your new subjects and the revision of your previous subjects. And this is the very common question that people have. How should I distribute that time? So we are going to discuss about that. And one of the problem is that you do revision, but you forget what you have revised. You are not able to recollect things. When you revise it again, then you are not able to recollect what you did the last time. You find it very difficult to come up with your concepts again, come up with the formulas again. So is your answer yes? Yes. So we will be discussing why is that issue. Why are you not able to recall? The simple answer is that your time duration between two revisions is not correct. What should be the ideal time duration? We are going to talk about that. Okay? So if the answer is yes, then let's see what we are going to see in this session. We are going to discuss first why revision is important. Why is it important first of all? Okay, what is the reason? Second is what is the correct time interval? As I said, you are not able to recall things, or you just get frustrated that the first time you did it very perfectly, but next time you are not able to recall it. That means your time interval is not correct. What should be the correct time interval between two consecutive revisions? We are going to discuss. Second is we will discuss how you are going to manage your time between revision and covering new topics. Very important. A lot of people do not know how to distribute that time, how to do daily revisions. So we will also be discussing daily and weekly revisions. How much time do you need to give for this? And we will be discuss the revision strategy. Okay, chalo. Now guys, let's go. Why revision is important? Why is it important? So revision is important first of all to recall what you have already learned, right? If you are learning something new, it is different, but revision is important to recall or to basically whatever you have learned, how it is going to retain in your mind. That is why you need revision. Now let us talk about this scientifically. So if you have not heard about Ebbinghaus forgetting curve, this is how your mind works. So let us see this. Now let us say you have learned a very new topic today. Okay, So your learning was 0 in the starting of the day, but at the end of the day you have learned something. So this is the time that you have given, time to learn. Okay, so this is the time. So you have given 100% of your time to learn something today, 8 hours, 10 hours, whatever. At the end of the day, you have, let us say, 100% retention, although 100% is not possible, but 90% you know everything perfectly. Or I have taught you something today and you are very confident about that. Anything, you know, like, or some other faculty has taught you and they have taught you beautifully and you are very confident about that. Now, the point is, after just one day, you will be only recollecting 50% of it. It depends on your mind. It depends on several factors. How you have studied the topic, how much time you have given, what was the mode of study, have you studied through books, have you just read someone's notes. So basically, how you have learned that topic or subject, it depends on that. But it is plus minus 5%. Okay, either 40% you will retain or 60% you will retain. But the point is, around 50% on an average will be lost on the very next day. Now, lost means, it does not mean that you do not remember anything. It means you will not be able to go to the criticalities of that situation. That means you know the broad terms, you know that you have learned something. But when you start going into deep, start talking about criticalities of the topic, so you will not remember that perfectly as you remembered the last day. Okay, and you see, after around 1 week, the retention is just 35%. And if you have not revised, this blue curve shows that you have not revised the topic in after learning it the very first time. So after 1 month, if you have not revised that topic even once, then you will have only 10% of retention. Now, let us say if you revise it, but when to revise? So to increase your retention to maximum, you have to, whatever you learn today, you have to either revise it today or the very next. So within 1 day you have to revise. Within 24 hours you have to revise it at least once. That is your first revision. That is your first revision. And the best part is, if you took this much amount of time the very first time, you will take almost half the time to revise that the very next day. So your time has reduced to half. And your retention is again gone to 100%. Now if you see how much you will retain after a month. So after a month you will retain around 40% or 35%, whatever. After a month, if you have done only one revision and that revision you have done within 24 hours, then you will retain around 35 to 40% of the entire topic that you have learned. Okay. Now, what if you want to recall it 100%? After 1 month, you want at least 90 to 95% should be in your mind. Then you need to go for second revision within around 7 to 8 days or maximum 10 days. So within a week, yani ki within 7 to 8 days, you need to do your second revision. Now in your second revision that you are doing in next 7 to 8 days of learning that topic, then you see that you will take around 30% of the time, around 30%. Okay, so initially if you learn something in 10 hours, the first revision will be around 5 hours, the second revision will be around 3 hours. Very less time you are taking now, and after 1 month you will be able to recollect around 65%. Isn't this the best? So the time duration is very important, not just revision. how much time is there between your two revisions is also important. Now, if you want to enhance this, you need to do your third revision as well. And guys, to learn anything, mark my words, to learn anything in a very good manner, you need at least 3 revisions. At least 3 revisions you need. If you want to apply those things, learning is something else, but in order to apply those things, apply that knowledge, at least 3 revisions is required. And if you do your third revision within 15 days, if you do your third revision within 15 or 20 days, then after a month, your recollection will be around 90%. 90% will be your retention. So this should be your ideal time duration between 2 revisions. First, look, whenever you learn a new topic, at least 3 revisions are required. At least 3 revisions are required. The first revision should be within 24 hours of learning that topic. The second revision should be around 8 to 10 days. Ideally, it should be between 8 to 10 days of learning that topic. The third revision, first revision is within 24 hours, second revision is within 8 to 10 hours, and the last and your third revision, if you are able to do more, well and good, but the last revision, ideally the last or the third revision should be within 15 to 20 days maximum. Then, and your time will reduce significantly. Then whatever you learn in 10 hours, you will be able to revise that in half an hour. Basically, before GATE exam, you should be able to revise the entire subject in around 2 to 3 hours maximum. Okay. So this is the scientific theory behind how your mind works. How do you retain any information in your mind? Okay, not just about your technical subjects, but whatever you have learned, whatever you have seen today, whatever you have heard today. So your mind is able to retain only a certain portion of it, and as the time continues, you keep forgetting. You do not remember the details. Maybe you remember to some extent, okay, even if you can see that you remember something here. You remember some 5% or something, but you will not be able to recollect the details of it. So this should be your revision duration, time duration between your revisions. Are you able to understand it? I mean, is it something new that you have seen today? And this is not what I am saying. This is what your scientific theories are saying. Okay. So now let's talk about what should be your preparation strategy. It applies to any branch. Whatever your branch is, irrespective of your branch, this preparation strategy applies. Okay. Chalo. So we have divided this preparation strategy in 2 parts. One is till December 2023, and after that we'll talk about from Jan 2024 to your exam day. Okay. Chalo. So the first thing, it is your preparation, not revision. If you are learning something new, how you should learn that. So first is follow lecture. It does not matter. If you are following any lecture, or you are preparing yourself with some notes, with some YouTube videos, with some NAPTEL lectures, whatever comes your way, but let's say, or books, or whatever your mode of information is. But the first thing is you need to collect that, you need to learn something. So you are learning something either by preparing yourself or you are following any lecture. Now, once you have followed one lecture, for example, some 2 hours lecture you have done, then you need to make complete notes. A lot of time students ask me, sir, can you provide me notes? can you provide me short notes? So guys, you can easily find any notes on the internet. You can go to any place where coaching institutes are there. On the photocopy shop, you can find notes, and very well maintained notes. But the point is that will not work for you. Seriously, I am telling you, that will not work for you. You need to, unless you will not write it down by your own hand, that thing is not going to imprint on your mind. That thing is not going to imprint on your mind unless you will not write it by your own hand. So make on your own notes. You can take help from other notes. You can take help from books. Even we provide class notes. But make your own notes. And while you are making notes, make short notes as well. How you will prepare short notes, I'll talk about it. But the point is that, for example, this is your page. This is your paper in which you are making your notes. Now, divide into 2 by 3. 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. Here, you should write your normal notes, whatever you are writing. And here, you should write short notes. So, whatever important information about this, because you see, at the end of the time, when your GATE exam will be there, you will not read complete notes. You will always read short notes. And the benefit of writing short notes just beside your normal notes is that, for example, sometimes you are not able to recollect what exactly is written in your short notes. You can directly go and review what is written in your actual notes. But short, you will not have enough time in the end to read your complete notes. So write short notes. Whatever, for example, whenever I am saying something in class, I said, guys, this is the thing that a lot of people make mistakes. Just write it down, star mark it. I should not make this mistake. Whatever mistake is there, you should write it there. Okay. If I am saying this formula applies only to this particular situation, write that situation in short notes. Even though I have given you in your notes, but write that in short notes, because that is the information that is most important in the entire notes. Okay. So daily make whatever I have taught you, whatever anyone has taught you or you have learned, make complete notes and short notes. Make complete and short notes. Then daily you need to give 20% of time for revision. Daily you have learned something. For example, you are giving, for example, 10 hours per day for your study. 8 hours you will learn something new. 2 hours you will revise that whatever you have learned. Just give 2 hours. Just give 2 hours to revise whatever you learned. 2 to 2.5 hours. More than enough. More than enough. Okay. 20% of your time give for daily revision. Whatever you are learning, revise it the same day. Revise it the same day. Now solve topic wise. So, for example, you have learned something new today. Go to your PYQ book. Go to your PYQ books and solve last year 15 years PYQ questions. I am not asking you to do from some 1998 or 1990s. Last 15 years only. So from, let us say, 2007, 2008 you should start. And you should start from decreasing order. 2023 you need to do first. 22, 21, 20, like this you need to go. And the most important point is that mark important question. What do you mean by this? For example, you are solving PYQ. Now today you have solved, for example, 20-30 PYQs. Okay. Now when you revise that topic, you do not want, because most of them either they will be on the same concept, same type of thing will be there, or they will be very simple. Just by putting the formula or theory you will be able to solve them. But there will be, out of those 30 questions, out of those 20 to 30 questions, some 3 or 4 questions will be very tricky. Some extra logic should be required. So mark those important questions. And when you revise it again, when you revise that topic again, solve only those questions, not all of them. When you revise the topic, solve those PYQs again. Okay. So mark important questions. Then analyze. When you are solving those questions, you have learned something new, you have done your short notes. Okay. Daily revision also you have done, and then PYQs you have done, marked it. After doing PYQ, you may have understood whatever you have learned today, at what point you are stucking, what logic you are not able to understand. So analyze that topic, write it down, update your short notes based upon whatever you are feeling difficult. Write some extra in your short notes, because that is complicated topic. So whenever short notes you are going to revise, you will revise that thing again. That logic you can write there with that short notes. Okay, so analyze your weak topics and work on them. And subject wise test. So once you, for example, after 4 or 5 days you have finished that subject, okay, or 10 days you have finished the subject. So after finishing a subject, take subject wise test. So this should be your first subject wise test. Okay, so this is your preparation strategy. When you are learning something new, what should be your revision strategy? What you will do in this 20% of the time, we will talk about it. But this should be your preparation strategy. When you are learning something new, give 20% of the time to revise, make complete notes, short notes, do PYQs, allocate some time. You do not have to do it daily. You are, for example, learning a topic. It took 2 or 3 days to finish a topic, right? So in those 2 or 3 days, that means 8 plus 8 plus 8. In these 24 hours, you need to give some 4 or 5 hours for PYQs. I think you are all engineers, you know all this, right? So, and after finishing that complete topic or subject, you can take your subject wise test. And this is also very important. When you have done PYQs, you analyze your weak topics and go and update your short notes. So it is a loop. How you have to do it is a loop. Okay, it is a loop basically. Okay. Short notes. How you are going to make short notes? So first of all, you have to write subject name, chapter name, topic name. Okay, that is must. Okay. Then either there is a symbolic diagram. For example, you are learning second law, so heat engine diagram you need to draw. TSP, agar Carnot cycle, so TSPV diagram you can draw. Okay, and if it is a formula, what you should include? You should include flow charts, symbolic diagrams, and if there is a formula, always write 1 or 2 lines over that formula. What this formula is saying, what it is trying to tell you, that you need to write. Also, for example, you are writing efficiency is equals to W by QS. So what is W, what is QS? That you need to write. What are the units? What are the signs? You need to talk about it. And the most important point is assumptions. So whenever we drive a equation, whenever we drive a formula, that formula is not universally acceptable. ऐसा नहीं है कि you can use that formula everywhere. You are using that formula for a specific condition only. So write that condition with that formula, because when you have 1000 formulas, you will not be able to recollect under what specific condition this formula applies. Okay, so write the assumptions with that formula. Also, as I said, that you have to write point to remember when you do questions. Or for example, I have told you while teaching that this is something that you do wrong, that students do wrong, write it there. Common mistakes, write it there. And reference explanation means what? For example, you have learned some new topic from either I have taught you, or you have learned it from a book, or whatever it is, but you were very excited after learning that. You thought, I have learned this topic fantastically. This explanation is the best. Even sir has not taught this in this way. So write that reference. Ki this book, this page number, I have referred this particular topic. How it will help you? For example, after 3 months you are not able to recollect the information. Then again you can go to that, because sometimes you are not able to recollect. I did this topic perfectly at that point of time. I read it from somewhere, I don't remember. So you do not have to worry about that. You can just directly go to your book or whatever lecture number, whatever it is, you can go and refer that directly. You do not have to go through the entire lecture or entire book or entire topic to refer it. Okay, so this is how you can make your short notes. This is how you can make your short notes. Now, so preparation strategy is this. Keep updating your short notes. Okay, now let's talk about revision strategy. So till December 2023. Now I am assuming that your preparation will be done by around last of December or 15th of Jan. That is what I am assuming. So preparation strategy is not there after Jan. Revision strategy is for till December and in Jan and Feb. Okay. Now let's talk about revision strategy. So till December 2023. As I said, one is daily revision, one is weekly revision. So daily revision is for the things that you are learning daily, new syllabus that you are covering, you need to revise that on daily basis. And it should be either topic wise or chapter wise. So your daily revision, if you have covered a topic today, revise it. If you have covered a chapter today, to revise it. Okay. And you need to, whenever you have learned something, you revise this and make short notes. So short notes you should not make while you are preparing. For example, in that 8 hours I told you, no? In that 8 hours, you should not make short notes. In these 2 hours, you need to make short notes. Otherwise, you will get distracted again and again. So in these 2 hours, you need to make short notes. In these 2 hours, you need to make short notes. So this is the revision part. This is the revision part. Okay. And as I said, 20% of your daily preparation time commitment. You should take 20% of your daily time commitment. So if 10 hours you are studying or 12 hours you are studying, then 2 hours, 2.5 hours or 3 hours you need to give daily for this. Now, weekly revisions. Now this is to revise what you have already done, what you have done till now, or what you are keep doing in these next 3-4 years, 3-4 months. So this is to revise your previously covered syllabus. And it should be subject wise, because you have covered a subject, that's why you are revising it, right, on a weekly revision. Okay, so it is subject wise. These are that you have covered something in July, in August, in September. So it is subject wise revision. And 20% of your weekly preparation time commitment. So now let's say you are giving 10 hours per day, right? 10 hours per day. And for example, you are studying 7 days, okay, 70 hours per week. So 70 hours ka 20%. That means 14 hours. 14 to 15 hours you need to give per week for your subject revision. And trust me guys, for revision of a subject, the second revision, 14 to 15 hours is more than enough. If you have learned that subject properly, make proper notes, made proper short notes, done PYQs, while doing what, if you have followed that preparation strategy while learning that subject, then 14 to 15 hours will be more than enough. Because everything you have done, you have made proper notes, you have made short notes, you have done PYQs, you have marked your PYQs, you have analyzed your weak topics, you have worked on them, you have updated your short notes. So now you have to do nothing. You have to just revise. You have to focus on the main areas. And 14 to 15 hours for one subject is more than enough. And you should increase this time. For example, in September, this is September, October, let's say October. In October, you are giving 80-20. 80% time you are giving for preparation, 20% time you are going for revision. Now in November, this should increase to 70-30. 70% time for preparation, 30% for revision. In December, it should go around 60-40. In fact, I would say around 50-50 it should go. Because already you have learned. You see why you have to increase this. Why you have to increase this time? Because now you have learned so many things. You are keep learning new and new subjects. So you need more time to revise those subjects. How will you get that time? By increasing the time for revision. And because you are already learning new and new subjects, so your new subjects are now less. The topics, the subject that you have not learned, that have reduced. So this load should reduce. This hour should go down. This hour should go up. And at the end of December, I am assuming that you do not need more time for preparation. Maximum 15th of Jan, 10 to 15 of Jan is the maximum time. After that, you should stop learning new things. After that, you should stop learning new things. Focus on what you have done. Revise on what you have done. Concrete your information, concrete your knowledge on what you have already learned. Do not learn new things after 15th Jan 2024. Otherwise, you will mess it up. Okay, and in your weekly revision, so in this 14-15 hours per day, you have to practice questions from workbook, and you have to try 15 hours marked. Marked means that you have marked difficult. Not every question, that you have marked PYQs you have to do in decreasing order again. And some reference book you can take. And solve questions from there. Okay. And so this you are doing your first revision. Weekly revision is first. Okay. Then how will you divide this first and second? How will you do this first and second revision? Second and third revision. So your first revision, as I said, you will give enough time, weekly time for revision, and you need to do at least 3 revisions. So how will you do? So first revision should be subject wise, and as I said, divide your revision hours as 50-50. So whatever your revision hours are, for example, you are giving those 14 to 15 hours. Let us say 14 hours you are giving. Let us say you are giving 14 hours weekly for revision. Now in this 14 hours, divide 7 hours. This 7 should be concepts. In the first revision I am saying, not all of them. In the first revision, 7 hours to concept revision, 7 hours for practice revisions. What questions you will practice? Workbook, 15-year marked questions, and reference books problems. I know you are not able to see reference books, but reference books problems. Okay. So divide your 50-50% like this, and then update your short notes. Always revise. Whenever you revise, whatever new, because you see, whenever you learn something the very first time, you know that you know things perfectly, but you do not. You revise the very first time, you learn something new. I am guaranteeing you, you will, at least one thing it will be there, that you will realize that, oh, I missed it the very first time. You do second revision, again you learn something new, or you try to view the problem in a different approach. So always after revision, keep updating your short notes. Okay. Then do a subject test. Analyze and feedback. Guys, analyze and feedback. Okay. And finally, after analyzing and feedback, what you can do? You can review. By subject test you have done, analyze your weak points and prepare a feedback that what can be done for these problems, and then review difficult questions again. So during your subject test, whatever problems you have faced, whatever questions you got wrong, that review those difficult questions again. Then second and third revision, what should you do? This should also be subject wise. This should also be subject wise. And now in your second and third revision, your time for concept and numerical should change. So your time for concept should reduce. For numericals, it should increase. How to revise it? It's solving again. What do you mean solving again? Like questions? I told you already. Mark some important, whenever you are doing PYQs, so mark important questions. Not important, basically, whatever some small trick is applied somewhere, only solve them again. Do not try to go and solve all the previous year questions again and again. Again, from the workbook, from your subject test, from your mock test, from your whatever questions that you are getting by any, any source, your reference books, only mark. Look, some questions will be there that you see the question and done, but some questions there will be there that you need to think about it. What I need to do in this? So whatever logic is applied, update that logic in your short notes and mark that question. So whenever you are doing your revision, solve only those questions. Do not solve each and every question again. Okay? And as I said, concept you have done. There is nothing new in concept. So reduce this conceptual time and increase your, because you need to solve more and more questions. You need to solve more and more questions. So in your second revision, this proportion should be, here it is 50-50. Here it is 40-60. Then 30-70. And again, after that revision, update your short notes, take subject test, analyze and feedback, and review difficult questions again. So around 3 to 4 subject test you have to take. 3 to 4 subject test. Okay. Okay. So this is till December 2023. What about Jan 2024? So here I have divided into two parts. First 20 to 22 days and last 15 days from 20 of Jan to your exam date. Okay. So now look, you have done your first subject test here. You have done your first subject test here. This is your first subject test. When you are doing preparation, you have done your first subject test. Then your second subject test, then it is your second subject test after your first revision, third subject test after second revision, and fourth subject test after your third revision. Okay. Now after that, now you can take subject wise 2 days per subject. Okay. So in the first 20 to 24 days, you need to study subject wise, and you need to give 2 days per subject maximum. 2 days per subject maximum. So first day, complete notes revision. Whatever notes, complete notes, I am saying complete notes, not short notes. This is in Jan, 1st Jan to 28th Jan. You have almost 10 subjects, right? You have almost 10 subjects. So for every subject you give 2 days. But there are small subjects that can take less time. So 1.5 day or 1 day sometimes. But if your big subject is there, 2 days maximum you need to give. Okay. So first day, complete notes, not short notes, complete notes revision. And here also, if you find something new, update short notes. and second day subject test. Again, this is your 5th subject test. You can take part test, matlab 2-3 subjects together, and you can do important questions. Then analyze and troubleshoot. Whatever you have faced difficulty, again analyze, again work on your weak areas, okay? Last, just before your GATE exam, now GATE, you are on 28th of Jan. After 15 days in your first or second week, you have GATE exam of Feb. First or second week of Feb, GATE exam, okay? What will you do? Short notes revision. Now no complete notes. You have revised complete notes many times. Now you see, after so many updation, your short notes are perfect. After you have updated your short notes continuously, after every revision you are updating your short notes. After your quizzes, after your workshop, workbook, after your subject test, you are updating your short notes. So now you have a perfect collection of short notes. So now in the last 10 to 15 days, only short notes revision, only short notes. Now in the next 10 to 15 days, you need to do 1 mock test daily. So in the last 10 to 15 days, at least 10 mock tests you need to do. At least 10 mock tests you need to do. The ideal is 8 to 10. 8 to 10 if you are doing good, well, best. Usse, if you are doing less, then I would say it is less. If you are doing more, then it is good for you. But ideal is 8 to 10 mock test. Also, you can do, so first half you can do mock test. Second half you can do paper-wise previous year question. Means take the paper of 2023, complete paper, and try to solve it in 3 hours. If you are not able to solve it in 3 hours, see what areas is taking more time. That is your weak areas. See where are you getting stuck. That is your weak areas. You need to perfect. So again go up, see your short notes. See the tricks. Okay. So these are paper-wise. So again, around 5 to 6 previous year papers you need to do. In 3 hours, complete paper you need to do. And analyze and troubleshoot. Again, analyze means analyze your weak parts. Troubleshoot means work on your weak parts. Now, the most important point before your GATE exam. It is the most important step before your GATE exam, that have a good night's sleep before your GATE exam. A lot of people I have seen, they have not slept before the exam. But guys, trust me, you will need, because when you sleep, your mind settles down the information, and then during exam you can extract the actual information you need. But if you do not sleep, then everything is in a haphazard manner, in a very jumbled manner in your mind, and you are trying to extract something and something else is coming out. So trust me, it will have a very positive effect on your exam if you sleep, if you have a good sleep. In fact, I would say leave everything at 6 p.m. before, if tomorrow is your GATE exam, leave everything at 6 p.m. today. Have a good dinner, sleep at 8-9 p.m. wake up at around 6 or something, whatever your time is 5 or 6. Have a good shower, have a good breakfast, and go for exam. A lot of people I have seen, they do not sleep, they bring notes to exam center, they keep revising till last moment. If you have a proper strategy, you do not need all that. What is there that you will learn in those 15 minutes? I never understood this. Okay. So I would say do not do that. Have a good sleep, relax, leave everything at home, take your pen, paper, whatever you need, go for exam. That's all. So I think that this session would help you to prioritize your time, distribute your time in your preparation and revision for your next 4 months. Basically, it's almost 4 months, 4.5 months. But if you follow this strategy, guys, I am guaranteeing that you will see very positive results. I have covered revision. I have covered daily, weekly revision. First, second, third revision I have covered. Mock test I have covered. Subject test I have covered. Short notes I have covered. Every aspect of your preparation I have covered. You do not have to go somewhere else. You do not have to think about anything. Just follow this and you will see very positive results in your preparation journey. Okay. So if you learned something, if you learned something positive today, give me a thumbs up. Quickly give me a thumbs up. And guys, we bring so many things on YouTube. We have Sunday Ka Funda. We have Super Saturdays where we give so much entertaining information for you. Okay. So subscribe to the BYJU'S Exam Prep YouTube channel so that you will not miss these videos. We put a lot of work in these, especially in these sessions. Okay. Chalo, very good. Very good, Mohan. Thank you. Who else is here? Quickly give me a thumbs up and I will end the session. I will see you in the next session. And guys, attend free classes. I will start from tomorrow. Heat transfer. I have already told you. Join the app. Download the app. Okay. Chalo. Give me a thumbs up quickly and then I'll end the session. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Bye.